Miller.
Think streaming is on.
Yep. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Sergeant Tully coming to you live from the Shawnee Army Recruiting Center. So, if y'all noticed, I got a little update to my stream. Got it looking a little bit better. Got the old scrolling marquee up there with my contact info. And then also I got our business cards up here scrolling through so y'all can see that as I play. In case you want to get in contact with a recruiter, I got about 4 business cards up there flashing, so feel free to take down the number, reach out, do whatever you want to do. So, today I'm going to be running, I'm doing ranked right now. I'm going to be doing jungle and support. So I started playing jungle again over the weekend. Took a liking to it, so we're going to get started with that. And then also, I can have my chat room up now because I got another monitor hooked up, so it'll be good. Yeah, it's all fancy. Neil, did you see it? Got the bells and whistles going. So, what am I going to talk about today for the Army? I was thinking that I would go through some of my experiences in the Army, maybe some stories. One in particular that always stands out to me is, so when I was up at Fort Drum, typically we do PT in the morning between physical training between 6:30 and 8 normally, but this particular occasion, we're getting ready to go into a 4-day weekend. So if y'all didn't know, we do get a lot of holidays off. 2-day weekends are for the most part guaranteed. Sometimes you have to work, but for the most part you don't. So we had a 4-day weekend coming up. I couldn't remember what the holiday was, but it was a Friday through Monday we had off. So we came in, I want to say probably about 6 in the morning. Went over to something called the MWR, the Morale, Welfare, and Recreation. Each post has one. It has a lot of cool stuff that you can do through them, rent equipment, stuff like that. But we met up there and we checked out some snowmobiles. So being from Oklahoma, never really done any snowmobiling. And, oh, hang on, let me ban something real quick. So it was a new experience for me to get to go snowmobiling. I got to do it on the Army's dollar, so instead of running 3 or 4 miles that morning, I got to go out and go snowmobiling. So Fort Drum, it's really cold there, a lot of snow. A lot of people hate on it because of that, but it's really not that bad. I got a couple of Fort Drum haters in the office with me, mainly because they don't like cold weather. But anyway, so we met up. I want to say we probably had 10 or 12 snowmobiles that they let us just take. We had a guide with us that he was a snowmobile guy, I guess. But before we even got out there, my warrant officer, or my boss, platoon leader, whatever you want to call him, he volunteered himself to pull the trailer full of snowmobiles because he said he had experience doing it. Now, when I got into the truck with him, because he wanted me to ride with him, he told me that his experience was playing an app on his phone where he got to back up semi-trailers. So yeah, it was a little sketchy from the get-go, but we made it there in one piece. I want to say the temperature that day was probably 10 degrees-ish, but we got to wear civilian clothes or whatever. We didn't have to wear Army gear, and something I didn't know is that snowmobiles actually have heated seats and heated handlebars, so it's definitely a nice perk. Let's see here. I don't know who they're going to jungle. Try out Jarman again.
By my will, this shall be finished.
Alright, so, yeah, we got started on the little snowmobiling excursion. I want to say probably about 8 or 9 hours of just snowmobiling, out exploring, stuff like that. We actually stopped at a snowmobile town, which I didn't even know existed, and appreciate it, Sam. It is pretty professional, isn't it? So we stopped at like a snowmobile town, had lunch. I think the lunch was the only thing I actually had to pay for that day. Everything else was transportation was provided. The snowmobiles were free. But yeah, so about 9 hours of that. It's kind of like four-wheeling, but better, in my opinion. Oh, cool. So after we got done with that, got back about probably 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon and went home. So the 4-day weekend turned into a 5-day weekend. Had a lot of fun doing it, and didn't cost me a dime. Other things I've done for PT, physical training. We did paintballing one morning. I think they gave us 20,000 paintballs or something crazy like that. But it was my platoon, so I would say about 15 to 20 people. Paintball guns were provided. I mean, they weren't the best, but that's what you get when you get rentals. And then we had a little paintball course on post. So yeah, it was a good time. It's chilly again, but usually it's up before drum. So yeah, I mean, the Army kind of goes on the whole work hard, play hard mentality. So that sounds like something you would fit. Then you might want to check it out. Sergeant Washburn, what have you done for PT that was out of the norm?
Obstacle course?
Obstacle courses?
I mean, that's not every day, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
We have to do an obstacle course. It's fun.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Sometimes even for future soldier training, I know they've
Paintball too, so.
done the obstacle course. And I probably shouldn't tell you guys this on feed, but there's been a couple of occasions where we didn't do PT at all and we just went and got Denny's or something like that. I've also done like off-post physical training, which it's a once in a blue moon kind of thing. Well, I wouldn't say once in a blue moon, but it doesn't happen all the time. But we actually went off to, this was in Tennessee, Fort Campbell, Kentucky, Tennessee, whatever. But we actually went off post and did a little platoon run on a little running trail they had, which was nice. And then after that, we went and got IHOP or something. So
Stand with me, brothers
Yep,
and
yep, yep.
sisters.
all right, so trying the jungle out today. See how it treats me. Also, y'all let me know how you like the new stream. Let's see who do I got on my team here. I think we got a pretty solid team comp. We got 2 teleports.
No quarter for the
Minions
wicked.
have spawned.
Alright.
Well. What's going on?
Alright, here we go.
Demacia, now and forever.
He's doing a lot of games.
Yeah. Gotta go on live over here. For those of you that don't play the jungle, so typically this game you have 3 lanes, and junglers they're in the middle. So you can see on my mini map right here, this is my jungle, this is my enemy's jungle, and so pretty much my job is going to be to go to lane and try to help people get ahead, or it's called ganking. But yeah, so that's what I'm going to do, and I haven't done it in a while. Well, like I said, I played this weekend, but I used to be kind of a main for jungling. Just haven't been lately. I've been trying to do the whole range carry thing. But yeah, I'm trying to get back into this because AD carry hasn't really been my forte lately. So in the jungle you have a red buff and a blue buff, and I know if you guys play this game you probably think I'm stupid, but for those that don't know, you know, we have a red-blue buff which gives you attack damage and damage over time, and the blue buff which gives you cooldown, and it also gives you mana regeneration. You can see it's going up right now. So pretty much what you want to look for is people that are overstepping the boundaries, and if you don't have anyone doing that, which I'm going to have to go ahead bottom because it looks like they're getting pushed in a little bit. Or I might need to go back so I don't have much life, but we'll see. see, their jungler's a Rengar. He's not too fun to jungle against. Gotta kind of watch out for him.
Today
But
is
we'll
a
see.
good day to die.
I'm gonna try to get this thing, the Scuttler. It's like a free ward. And here comes Rengar. Got it. And see if we can get everything. Okay. First blood. And yep. Let's see how this plays out. I got first blood, which is extra gold, but it's not looking real good right now.
An ally has been slain.
Go and pick me up a ward and some boots, some mobility. So we lost 2, got the first blood, and I got the ward. So not a bad trade. But we're gonna do this real quick and then can you tell me a funny basic combat training story? Yeah, some of them are a little embarrassing, but that I can. So the one that stands out for me was the gas chamber. Now I didn't really know about the gas chamber until I got there, but the gas chamber itself wasn't that bad. The bad part was, so in basic training we weren't allowed to have candy or anything like that. It was called contraband, but we went to the gas chamber. We were all having lunch after the gas chamber, and someone was keeping their candy, and you know, they ate it and they tried to bury the trash, which was not a good idea. Anyway, so once they found the candy trash, they, hang on, let me do this real quick. Get this guy. Let's see. Alright. Anyway, so they found the trash. Might have been a little greedy there. Found the trash, made to go back and do something called a health and welfare, which means they dump all your stuff, check everybody's
The king.
gear, make sure they don't have any other things they're not supposed to have. So, well, before I left, you know, you're supposed to lock up your wall locker and stuff like that, keep it secure, all that good stuff. Well, I thought I did, and we get back to do the health and welfare. We all line up at our wall lockers, and I could not find my key in the lock. So, I thought I had lost my key. So I went over and told my drill sergeant, and you know, I told him, hey, drill sergeant, I don't have my key. He's like, well, where's your wall locker at? So I go show him my wall locker, and he takes the key off the top, which I know I didn't leave it there, so I already knew it was fishy. But he opens up my wall locker because he said he was going to start with mine, and what do you know, there's a drill sergeant hat there. So he accused me of stealing the drill sergeant hat and made me wear his hat, which is a big no-no for those of you that have been in the army. But he made me wear the drill sergeant hat, and he made me smoke my entire platoon, which they all thought I was crazy. They thought I stole it, but you know, I didn't. But yeah, it made me look, I don't know. Yeah, it was a crazy time. Yeah. Well, so I guess what had happened was that I left my key in the lock, and yeah, but you know, I mean, he said he had some choice words with me, but
Today is a good day.
when I was smoking the platoon, I got done doing that, and of course I had to get mine in too. He came up and whispered in my ear, said if I ever took his hat again, that he would make me pay for it. We'll say that. But yeah, it was my platoon thought I was a hard ass, but that wasn't the case.
Protect
Wrong place, wrong time.
Has been slain.
Yeah, I mean, like, we're all standing around the kill zone. They're all looking at me like horrified, like, dude, are you serious, man? I'm like, yeah.
Private Tully was a legend.
Yeah.
Find
Somebody
me
to this
greater
day still
foes.
tell that story. Man, basic training.
He smoked the whole platoon. He was rewarded. He got to smoke everybody. But another story that's pretty embarrassing. We did an FTX, or field training exercise, and it was it was fun, but alright, so we did the field training exercise. I think it was the one that I tried to be sneaky. So you got paired up with someone called your battle buddy, and so it was me and my battle buddy. He was a Hispanic kid. He was pretty short, maybe under 5 feet. I don't know. He's a really short guy. But me and him were paired up. We built our sleeping areas for the night, and we had to dig like little holes. Called a, I wouldn't really call it a hooch, but it was like our fighting position. So we dug a little ditch or whatever. Both of us had our own, and then you know, we got a poncho over it because it was going to rain, so we wanted to make sure that we had overhead coverage. But so I was trying to be lazy. I didn't want to get all my stuff unpacked, and so I told him, like, you get issued a sleep system. You have 3 pieces of it. So you have your summer sleeping bag, your winter sleeping bag, and then you have your wet weather cover, or your bivy cover, whatever you want to call it. So I told him that this is fairly warm. I was like, hey man, if you use your summer sleeping bag, you can use your winter, vice versa. So I'll help you pack up in the morning. We'll save some time. And maybe. I don't think we should. So yeah, I was using his sleeping bag, or his summer bag, winter bag, not really sure which one it was. And you know, I thought we had like the best shelter built ever. Like, we had the poncho over, and then pretty much when it started raining that night, the first raindrop that hit, it just kind of collapsed. Now, I'm not tall by any means, but this guy was really short, so the poncho was covering his whole body. Me, my entire bottom half of my body was hanging out. So I didn't have a wet weather cover on the sleeping bag. You know, I was trying to be slick, save time in the morning. But pretty much I woke up feeling pretty miserable. I mean, it was probably 40 degrees, but getting rained on all night, you know, I thought I was sick, but everybody else was going sick all that morning. I decided to tough it up and stick it out, and I didn't. But when I got back, I had a little rash on my stomach, and you know, I thought it was, in Oklahoma I know we got chiggers and stuff like that, but I thought that's what it was, and I don't think it was. And so there we go. Sweet, got the double kill. So what ended up happening, I had to go sick call for that because I didn't really know what it was. So I went to sick call, got this cream, and I guess it was like anti-rash cream. I don't know what it was. But anyway, a couple days later we had another health and welfare because that's just how things were going that day, or that week. And you know, we had to take all of our medications up there to make sure we didn't have anything we weren't supposed to have. So I took mine up there, and drill sergeant looked at it and he's like, "Private Tully, what the F is this?" And I was like, "Well, it's the cream for my rash." Drill sergeant, he's like, "This is the same cream they give people that have crabs." And so he put me on blast. You know, he told everybody in the platoon to stay away from me because I had crabs. And yeah, I had some fun times at basic training. But anybody that has been to basic training will tell you, like, it's a pretty crazy ride.
For my father, the king.
Alright, looks like I'm gonna go back to bot lane. There's a ward. I didn't get a speaker, so I can't really do much there. slow rage.
Turret plating will soon fall.
Well, hopefully they come back. Guess we're just gonna keep playing it out.
No quarter for the wicked.
Your turret has been
Just
destroyed.
that first turret on that. That's the hard part about jungling is I'm about to fight again. That didn't work. But Matthew Yaks, I hope that answers your question. So yes, I have a couple of funny basic training stories.
An ally
I
has been
think probably lose
slain.
this game.
An enemy has been slain.
Now,
I mean, it's a 5 versus 5 game. If you only have 4 people playing, then it's gonna be tough. Pulled it off before, but it depends. So pretty much top lane left. He got upset, even though he's not doing really that bad. He's mad that no one's helping him. So I get to kind of cover down on this now. I don't foresee us winning this, but may as well try.
who dares defy my
Alright, so we got 2 going middle lane, so that's where I'm gonna head, see if I can help him out. Him or her.
We shall rest
So, not close enough for me to do anything yet. It's kind of pointless to go hang out in the lane, send all mine there, but also missing out on killing my minions and getting gold, so I'm gonna keep doing that. Alright, so they're probably doing dragon.
Today is a good day to die.
Yep, I guess not. Oh, no, they're not. Man. No wins are good. Oh, let's see if we're doing good. Now I'm not doing too good. What's up, Bowman? Might be a little delayed. Let's see if they surrender, and I might be able to squeeze another one in real quick.
Your turret has been destroyed.
No, I think we're getting halfway decent. The fun part about this game is the blame game. It's always got to be
Stand
someone's
with
fault.
me, brothers and sisters.
So, just gonna keep playing. Not gonna face check the bush.
For my father,
Probably gonna
the
risk
king.
out of there. I don't think we can contest because I got 2 people on bottom lane. Knew about this setup. So I have the little scrolling marquee going across the top with some information on it. Also, if you look in the top left, got a couple of logos flashing through. Some of them are business cards, and so if you want to get into a contact with a recruiter, their information is going to be flashing up in the top left.
Demacia.
Also, I got like a, so before you'd see me kind of starting up everything, getting my client going, getting the stream going. Now I have a handy dandy screen that pops up before I actually get started, so people know that the stream is starting and you don't have to sit there and watch me struggle to get everything going. But it's also going to help me eliminate the time delay that I got going right now. So, a couple of the new bells and whistles I got. Learned a lot about it, did some research. So yeah, I'm just gonna be outmanned, outgunned the rest of the game. I don't know how it goes. But like I said, we're gonna keep playing. Yeah, we're still working on that Overwatch. Told you I was gonna play it, just haven't got around to it. Alright, let's see if we'll surrender this time. Doesn't look like it.
Your turret
Come on, I just struggled doing like the first person shooter on PC.
shut down.
Now, in the future, we're going to try to broaden our platforms. I'm going to bring an Xbox in, so that might change. Because I don't mind doing first person shooters on Xbox or console.
Today is a good day to die.
Honestly, no, to see my set all day.
Protect the faithful.
You have slain an enemy.
I knew he was coming. Screen darkened. You can see it. Alright. So I mean, I didn't do awful this game. It's kind of like I said, it's a team game, so if the team's not one to cooperate, then you're not winning. So it's always good to play with
Find
people
me
you know.
greater foes.
Your turret has
Pretty much they can just split pushes until we lose. So don't have enough people to cover. We can go for a pick, but
Stand with me, brothers and sisters.
so we're fighting, partnership
been
league.
slain.
Okay. You know what's good on here. It's probably not worth it.
Shut down.
Disengage, Take that for us. Oh, so close. So yeah, we're on the struggle bus right now. So, won 4v5s before.
For my father, the king.
Not doing too bad, 8 and 5. Middle's doing pretty good. Our bot lane, the role I was playing, he's not doing too good. I won 5. We're gonna try to surrender again. Oh, there we go. Alright, it worked. So, try to play one more. For lunch. Alright. So, it's definitely a downside of this game is sometimes the games go from anywhere to 15 to 30 minutes, and if you have someone that bails on you halfway through the game, you still gotta stick it out. So we'll try doing that one real quick. And then yeah, so I got the YouTube going. I put up a couple clips of me playing support over the weekend. I think it was the weekend or maybe Thursday or Friday, I can't remember. But yeah, I'm gonna try to do that, try to throw up some clips for you guys to see. Usually when I play from home, I don't have the camera going because I got kids, so I don't want you guys to hear them crying and stuff. So I probably want to do like audio or video from the house, but I'll definitely throw up clips, show y'all how I'm doing. What you got there, Sergeant Washburn?
Lunch.
Are those breakfast burritos?
Yeah.
For lunch?
Yeah.
It's madness. Thanks for asking me if I want anything. Appreciate it.
You want one of these burritos?
No. So we got something in the Army called Battle Buddies, and they're supposed to, pretty much supposed to be like, you know, your brother or your sister. They're supposed to be there for you at all times. Like, if you don't have the ability to go get something to eat at the moment, you know, they're supposed to lend you that hand and, you know, ask you to pick up something. And then we also got something called the Blue Falcon, which I'm not gonna tell you what that stands for right now, but Sergeant Washburn's being Blue Falcon. We actually have an award in the office. The Blue Falcon was on my desk for a while. Changes desk every so often. Yeah, if you don't know what a Blue Falcon is and you have a friend that's in the Army, that's cool. Alright, so we have the legendary Blue Falcon. So this right here, only the most honorable in the office get that. So I'm going to go ahead and pass that off to Sergeant Washburn because he wins it for the day.
Thanks, Sergeant Tully.
You're welcome. Speech. I wouldn't be here right now if I wasn't such a bad friend. Just want to thank nobody because I did it all on my own with no help from anybody.
That's right.
Alright. Let's see. I don't know who I'm going to play this game. I'm trying to rope other people in the office to get playing on this game, but I think I'm the only nerd in the office, so probably not going to happen. So who's ready for school to start, right? It's coming up, isn't it? First week of August?
Probably the second week.
Second week? Alright. So if y'all are watching the stream and you're in the Ada area, Ada, Stonewall, Sasakwa, Allen, Kanawha, Macomb, Maud, those are my schools. You'll probably be seeing me some point during the school year. Oh, and Allen, I always forget about Allen. Wait, not Allen, Asher. I drive by it all the time, but yeah.
Just to
Yeah. And then what are some upcoming events we got? We got the Balloon Festival we're going to be setting up at, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if y'all want to come see us at the Shawnee Hot Air Balloon Festival, it's going to be, I believe, what are the dates on that? The 9th through the 11th? Yeah, so 9th through the 11th at the Fire Lake Arena over in that area. I think I'm going to go with Vi this time. No, I'm going to do a movement. I haven't played him in a while.
I thought you'd never.
So yeah, we'll have a table
pick
set
me.
up. We just got reloaded on some free swag, so if you want some free stuff, come out and see us. Give me just a second to get my runes set up here. So Mumu, he's good for his ultimate, really. Like, he's tanky. His ultimate's a root, AoE, area of effect, so definitely a nice piece to have. This. So I'm not even gonna lie to you guys, I usually just look this stuff up online. Yeah, I'll go with that. And then everything else should be good. Okay. So yeah, another cool thing about this game is you can get skins for different champions. It just changes the appearance. But some of them are pretty fun, pretty interesting. They usually do like seasonal skins too. Yeah, back to the giving away free stuff. So in the near future, I'm gonna try to do like a prize wheel on the stream. I have to do some research on it, but free t-shirts, free water bottles. I think we have some wireless mouses. We have some portable chargers, mouse pads, stuff like that. So I'm gonna start looking at giving away some stuff. Oh, did I already say water bottles? Yeah, we got water bottles, a lot of them. Lanyards too, but I mean lanyards. If you just come see us at the table, we'll give you some lanyards. I really do like having this second screen. So if this game's better and nobody leaves, probably what I'll do is go back and just put this game up on YouTube. The first one was kind of a fluke. Ooh. So you usually want to try to pick champions that sync well with the other ones on your team. This person right here has a good AoE ultimate, area of effect ultimate, as well as this one right here. So as long as I can land mine, and I mean he has a pretty good one as well, but his works off of knockups and I don't have a knockup. But if I can land mine, kind of start like the domino effect, and should pan out. I don't know.
Welcome to
So this is a
Summoner's
champion on
Rift.
jungle a lot. Or used to anyway. Let them know I didn't start the skill they probably wanted me to start.
30
but
seconds until minions
looks like we're gonna try to
spawn.
invade. Who's their jungler? Xin Zhao. Okay. So we'll see how this goes. He's probably starting red. Alright, cool. Probably not gonna steal her buff because now they know
Minions
where.
have spawned.
But what I am gonna do, let's go back to mine. These people don't get caught out. It's kind of dirty. That person is trying to fix something. And yeah, we got him. It's always good to drop the work now. See if they're down there. So I mean, you're probably off. That's gonna be the same jungle route as mine. Should be an interesting game though.
Where are we
I don't know if I have any more. So yeah, the gas chamber, I was talking about that. I didn't really harp on it too much, but so the gas chamber, it's kind of like, I mean, it's CS gas, tear gas, whatever. But it kind of affects people differently. So for me, my experience, I mean, it wasn't pleasant by any means, but it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. So and some people go in there and freak out. But pretty much the gist of it, you go in there, it's to teach you how to use your gas in case you have to use it. But you pretty much line up. I don't remember how many people went in at once, but line up, get your mask on, you go in there, and you walk into like a kind of like a concrete bunker, and you see all this like gold glittery powder, and it looks all super cool and stuff. It's really not. Fairy dust, I guess, but like I said, it's not pleasant. So you go in there, you all line up, and drill sergeant's going to be in there, and you know they want to make sure that you got your gas mask sealed correctly. So, yep, there he is, right on
An
cue.
enemy has been slain.
So, I'm gonna go for me. I'm probably gonna die, but... Yep. Alright, cool. We're gonna get 2 kills off that, hopefully. Hopefully. No! I might still get her. We'll see. Where was I? So yeah, you go in there, you get your mask on. Eventually, the drill sergeant's gonna tell you guys to take your mask off. So, you take off your gas mask, and everybody I was talking to beforehand was like, "Oh, I'm gonna go in there and hold my breath." But they're all like, "Oh, I'm gonna try to go in there and hold my breath." Me, I just wanted to get it over with, so I was like, as soon as I take off my mask, I'm just gonna take a deep breath, get it over with. It's gonna happen eventually. And what they'll do to make sure that you're actually breathing is they'll have you say something like your social security number. They might have you say like your full name, date of birth, something like that, just to make sure that you're not going in there trying to hold your breath. But you take it off. I mean, before you take your mask off, you can kind of feel like your neck burning and stuff like that. And drill sergeant's gonna tell you like, "Oh, make sure you dry shave that morning and drink a lot of milk, 'cause it's gonna help." Don't listen to them. Like they're trying to set you up for failure. But you know, let's see if I can get that here. So I took my mask off, took a deep breath, said what they wanted me to say. Got like maybe halfway through it, and then it started hitting me. So I started coughing a little bit. That was the first thing, is I started coughing. But once you go in, you know, you breathe the CS gas. I mean, it's supposed to make all your mucous membranes activate, so like tears, snot, and all that. You start coughing, you got snot coming out your nose, and when you leave the bunker, they're gonna have probably a film crew there. Not a film crew, but there's gonna be people there videoing it and taking pictures and stuff like that, because you're not gonna know because you can barely see. But your family's gonna see it more than likely. But then you got to go out. Once you get out of the gas chamber, you have to do something called the bird walk, duck walk, and then flap your arms and stuff like that. Kind of, the gas is going to stick to your clothes, so try to air your clothes the best you can. Try something a little different this time. Yeah, we'll try that out. But yeah, then after we got done with the gas chamber, I told you guys I was over there. Went back. Had that help him out there, an old private Tully at the time. Had to mess up his platoon. But I mean, the drill sergeants, you know, they do the same thing. They have the same cycles and stuff like that. So they try to make it interesting. They'll mess with you a little bit. Kind of keep it fresh for them. But I mean, basic training, like it's physically challenging, but I think it's more mental than anything, because they're trying to take people from all over the country and make them work as a team. So you got some country kids working with some inner city kids, working with some, I don't know, people from New York working with people from Texas. Like, they may not share the same interests, but by the end of it, you'll learn to work as a team. Try to go with this guy. He's having issues.
Let's
Actually,
find
let me see
some
if I can see this
friends.
jungle. So when you're jungling, if someone takes your camps, they're taking gold out of your pocket. I'm gonna do that with them. Yeah, I think we're gonna do this. It happens. It's called a skill shot for a reason. If you ain't got no skill, you ain't gonna land it. Looks like they're doing decent. They're doing fairly well. Hold up on top lane here in a minute. Teleport. Expression 6. If he does, I'm gonna go back and get my buff, because I stole a little bit of gold from him. He's probably gonna try to do the same thing to me.
Where are we going?
Go. Give me a sweeper. Vision control's big. So if they're trying to get vision in my jungle, I don't want them to know where I'm at, or else it kind of ruins that.
Okay.
I'm gonna make my way top. No, probably has a ward up, so we'll see.
Come play with me.
Clear that out, and just gonna come back. Alright, so that's one of the bad things about being a jungler is people are always going to try to point the blame at you. There's one right there. I'll just get that real quick. Even though we didn't get a kill or anything like that, I got rid of his vision, which is a little bit of gold for me, but it's allowing him to get some more minions. So I don't want to dwell up there because I'm under leveled now. And
Let's find some friends.
can you make it? Had to burn some stuff there, but pretty smooth escape. So yeah, mid lane's doing pretty good. And that person, if you get him fed, yeah, good. I guess so. Let's do it. Dragons, I don't know if you guys watched them stream before, but Dragons is kind of a essential thing. They give you team buffs, everybody's going to get a movement speed. It's called the Cloud Drake. They have another one that's the Infernal. That's usually the one that everybody wants. Gives you more damage. And they have, I don't know if they're going to push up or not. Doesn't look like it.
Where are we going?
Infernal, Ocean, which gives you like see me in case they want to keep going after it. Alright, I'm gonna go back. Alright, so I'm gonna go back up to top lane. He's the one complaining earlier, which, like I said, looks like he's doing just fine right now. Get my camps on the way up there. My gold going.
Shut down.
Ultimate up. I know he dropped the ward, so that's why I'm standing in this bush, so let's see him push out a little bit.
His enemy has been slain.
Looks like our bot lane's tearing it up. Once again, vision control, I don't want him to know that I'm coming up, so we might be able to dive this guy. But I can help push my name, so we're gonna do that. Push, man, push. I'm gonna die to this cat.
An enemy has been slain.
I saw the jungler was mid. I don't know where he's at right now, so I'm just gonna check it. Probably not smart, but yeah, he's wasn't that fight, but we got it.
Has been slain.
So do a little bit of magic damage.
Ah,
It wasn't the best fight for us, but I don't think it was that bad either. The top laner ended up picking up another kill and get the red and blue buff, helping him out a lot with keeping his lane under control. Bot lane, I really don't have to worry about them because they're doing pretty good.
let's find some
So a good rule of thumb with the jungler is you want to help your lane as much as you can, but if you have a lane that's losing really bad, don't even bother. So what you're going to end up doing is possibly keeping more kills to that person. But bot lane, they seem like they're doing good on there. So I'm focusing on the top and middle. Which their middle is doing decent. Picked up a kill on me.
Where are we going?
Oh, that's probably why. So I know mid lane's been having issues with their jungler, so I'm gonna say bye. Fight for it. We'll see.
Okay.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
Hey, their jungler's here. Let's go. Hey, bait. So that was pretty much teamwork right there. Definitely thought I could win that fight. Forgot to fight. Might even die to this. So I don't really do damage with this character. Usually crowd control and pretty much teaming is what I do. You can build him to do damage and it does pretty good, but this game I'm not. So.
Ah,
Dragon's up. Ocean Drake, so that one's mana regeneration, life regeneration. You can see down here too. I don't know if I talked about Mountain Drake. That's gonna help you
Find
do
some
more damage
friends.
to buildings
Shut
and
down.
yeah, what it does. See if I can back over this one again.
Pain must be felt.
okay.
Your team has destroyed a turret. An ally has been slain.
So this game's pretty good. Not really. Well, their top lane's not really good. They can be an issue later, but right now, we'll see. start skipping streams. Wait, she's in the middle lane. If I keep pressure up
Your
here,
team has
they're
destroyed
gonna
a
split
turret.
up. What's that? Right about now. So I'm gonna steal some of this guy's jump for you. Not doing very good. I keep taking his gold away from him. It's gonna be worth it. He's not doing very well as it is, so I need to keep it up. Like that. Just trying to get him to kill. Oh, I did. Good. What's that one? Close.
Ah.
There he is. Let's hit it. So let's do low. We can probably start looking Baron here in a little bit. I want to build a little bit of damage, but I'm not going to. We'll keep it. I could do any magic resist though. I can get damage and magic resist. Let's see, where's it at? Okay. So I'm doing some cooldowns
Where are
too.
we going?
So that ultimate up. Lord,
Ally has been slain.
Come play with me.
He's probably still gonna be coming after me. He did flash. He has a bad fight though. He missed a skill that I needed to land, so.
Your turret
But
has
we do
been
have someone up on
destroyed.
top. Good. In the turret for us. Split pushing. I don't think anybody's kind of heads up. Let me go over here. Keep getting those little buffs. And then, like I said, Baron's up too. We'll probably start looking at that. The only bad thing about this one is dragon right now is they're gonna have to all one push push this way in. Go a
Friends
little
are
bit.
friends.
They got
Where does tomorrow for
An ally has been slain. Has been slain.
Yep, there we go. A little bit.
Where are we going?
Probably get on bot lane. Got a rotation here. Doubt we'll be able to get him, but
Your turret has been destroyed.
Let's find some friends.
Has been slain.
I'm gonna go about mid. Right now, one person.
Come play with me. Where are we going?
So we're gonna try to catch them off guard. They probably think we're on the ban, so I think guess we should have won.
Let's find some friends.
So these have been installed.
Has been destroyed.
So we're gonna talk about battle buddies again, and like, you know, picking up food for other people, and so we're gonna start moving for dragons, so we can get 3 of them. 3 classics, good boost. Get 6% movement speed out of combat. Risky running where push her off guard.
Where are we going?
So, outnumbered.
Aww.
so now we're just kind of waiting.
Ah.
We should be pushing lane, but everybody's still in settings.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
We'll help them out. Like I said, if you have questions, feel free to send them to me. My phone number's up at the top, so you can always call me too. And then we got the business cards cycling through, so you can pick your recruiter that you want to ask. Probably give it to him. Started out salty and he got better. So yeah, so that's gonna be all for today. Appreciate you guys tuning in. I'll probably put that last game up on YouTube, so if you want to go back and watch it, it'll be there. Alright, so let's see here. We'll catch you guys next time. I'll probably set up a stream on Wednesday if I have time. If not, I'll let you guys know. Alright.